We're going to be performing marching hip thrust hold with hip flexion. Our initial position is getting into the hip thrust. Our shins perpendicular to the ground. We're squeezing the glutes. We're driving the arms into the bench and engage your back. From here, we're gonna drive one of your feet and flex the opposite. Come to the 90-degree angle, hold it. Make sure the hips don't sway. Plant it back and bring the opposite leg. We want to create that hip flexion and keep a 90-degree angle on both legs. The important part is you want to make sure that the hips don't rotate as you bring the leg up. So when she brings the leg up, she drives this foot as hard as possible into the ground while pushing her arms into the bench. This exercise focuses on hip extension and hip flexion at the same time. As she brings her leg, she works on the hip flexion, but the opposite glute works on hip extension by being in a hip thrust position. Focus on three things. First thing, make sure you have a good hip thrust position to initiate the movement. Second thing, focus on stabilizing your hips by driving your heel into the ground and driving your arms into the bench to be more stable. Third thing, whenever you're creating hip flexion, do not allow your hips to sway. I hope that helps. Stay fit.